Right, it's round 3 now, where we ask our studio audience here if anyone has spotted any gaping holes in what our contestants have been saying so far. So I'm going to dive in. Yes, sir. What do you reckon about the quality of lying on show today?
Okay, John said that Bill Clinton was about 17 stone, something like that. And he also said he was quite a charm with the ladies.
Right, I see what, yeah. John?
He was tall, I mean, so being that sort of size didn't mean he was fat.
Bill's not really that tall now, is he?
But he hasn't shrunk, I'm quite sure, unless he's had his feet taken off or something like that.
Any questions for Anna? Yeah.
Hi, sorry, I'm a little bit confused. You said you met her through her sister Antonia at a girls' school.
Yeah.
Yet, however, you mentioned earlier that she had snogged a boyfriend of yours.
Yeah, at the train station at Miller's Point, because all the girls' school and the boys' school used to get together, and I went down there to see my boyfriend, and there she was, snogging him. So.
Yes, madam.
I know Milson's Point train station, but I don't know Miller's Point.
Miller's Point? Oh, actually, it is Milson Point. Yeah. Corrected there, sorry. I haven't been in Australia for a long time.
No, that's you got.
But it is the next one on from North Sydney, so yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Okay, does anyone want to ask Claire Burnett anything? What is it about Claire's story you don't like?
It's empty. She hasn't got anything to say. The only thing she can talk about is boobs and bums. I mean, is that all that happened?
Well, ask me something different other than that, then I'll tell you.
Okay, what would she say then about you appearing on this show and with the potential of making money out of her?
I've had this conversation, and to be honest, I was in two minds of whether telling her. You know, I've been approached many a times to tell my story about her living in the flat, what does she get up to, and to be honest, there's not that much that I can really tell.
You're right.
You know, so it's like, well...
She's a girl that reveals everything, isn't she?
Well, yeah, exactly. When we used to come home drunk, she'd be one of them, leave the door open and sit on the loo talking to you. Well, come in, sit and chat to me while I'm in the bath, sitting on the loo. As I'm like, you know. So it's very girly things, you know. It's not really...
Okay. Do we have a question for Chris? Or anyone who's unsure about Chris Howell's story? Yes, madam.
You said that he met Jackie whilst you were living together.
Yeah.
Were you actually invited to the wedding?
No, I wasn't.
So you don't know how they got married and where?
No, I don't know anything about it. To tell you the truth, when he moved out, the thing that I was the most peed off about is he didn't pay the gas bill.
That's right. It's time to knock him down to 3. Look straight ahead. Who is the biggest liar you see before you? Press now. Okay. Ooh. Well, they are now. John has 13%. Claire has 8%. Anna has 68%. Chance of liar. And Chris has 10%, which means, sorry, Anna, time to say goodbye to you. Now it's the last chance for our remaining contestants to ask one another questions. So I'm going to move swiftly on to John Elliott, Reefer Man. You have a question for your fellow contestant here, please.
Lovely. The lady asked a question that was right on the ball. I thought the lady in the pink there. She asked, what were you doing making money out of this? If you're telling the truth, you wouldn't make any money.
To be honest, I'm not doing it for that at all. You know, I'm not doing it. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get on with my career. So, you know, TV appearances help me, and I feel that this is a good opportunity in comparison to selling my story for 200 quid to a tabloid.
Just here for the fun of it.
Yeah, you know.
Aren't we all?
Chris, did you ever have any floods in your flat when you lived there?
No.
I'm surprised because the length of hair he'd got, you'd think he'd have blocked up the bath every other week.
I already answered the audience earlier. He had much shorter hair then. You obviously weren't listening.
Ooh. Pay attention, says Chris Howell.
Sorry, sir, yes.
All right, thanks very much. Okay. Would you like to ask?
Yeah. Was he dating Hillary at all when he was at uni?
No.
He wasn't. No. But he also got married to to Hillary in '76, which was only 2.5, maybe 3 years after he'd spent the time with you at Oxford.
No, he left Oxford in 1970.
Same year as the Sketchleys closed down. Strange. All right, Chris Howell, a question for him.
Did he speak about his parents? Did you ever meet his parents or anything like that at all?
I met his mum. His mum's got ME, and she uses a frame. So she came to the house once.
Was it not MS that his mum had? Or
No,
I thought
ME.
she had oh, right, okay, I thought she had MS.
Okay, Chris Howell, you have 2 questions. Please ask your first to John Elliott.
John, you lived with Bill Clinton when presumably he did the end of his degree, yeah? What class of degree did he get?
He didn't get one,
Why's that?
because he didn't finish. He only did 2 years.
But presumably as a Rhodes Scholar, you've got to come over and do the whole of the
No,
course.
you don't have to. About half the Rhodes Scholars that were at UNIV only got through the 2 years out of the 3.
That's absolute rubbish. They all stay to the end.
No, they don't.
Otherwise they've got to pay the money back.
They don't.
I've got friends that have come over on a Rhodes Scholarship and they've got to pay the money back.
Well, I can name several Rhodes Scholars that didn't finish.
Go on then. Only joking. Only joking. Only joking. All right, a question for Claire, please.
Claire, everything you've said to this audience tonight has just come out of the magazine, hasn't it?
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Why is that then?
Because basically you've not been able to flesh out any details to this
Ask me a
audience
question.
about how you know these
Ask
people.
me questions then. Everyone's interested in her boobs and her bum and what they see Jordan as, but I see Katie as someone different.
What's her favourite food?
Pizza. Loves it. Pizza and McDonald's, junk food.
Classy
crazy.
chick. It's time to turn 3 into 2. Please vote for the person you think is the biggest liar behind me. Vote now, please. Okay. I can tell you that John has 50% of the vote. Claire has 28% and Chris 22%. You're out, John. Sit down. They don't believe a word of it. Okay, it's now time for our finale. In a few moments, one of these 2 people here could be £10,000 better off. We're going to give each contestant 30 seconds to explain why their opponent is nothing but a no-good, filthy liar. So, could I ask our finalists to please move forward towards the lectern of lies? Please. So, here it is, 10,000 smackaroonies, and just to concentrate your minds, I'm going to stick that there in the middle. Now, first of all, I would like you to look into this young lady's eyes and begin speaking for 30 seconds with the words, "You never lived with that slapper because..."
You never lived with that slapper because you were prepared to come on this programme and sell her down the river. You said that you didn't want the money. You were a model at the end of the day. You were making plenty of money. You didn't know anything about her when the audience were quizzing you. All you could tell me was that she ate pizza and she liked hamburgers. Do you think I would have come on this programme and claimed to have known Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen? Really, that's not a very good thing to say about your past life, is it?
Sorry. There we go. But don't worry, Claire, you've now got time to get your own back. I want you to look this man in the eye, speak for 30 seconds, beginning with the phrase, "You never lived with that ponce because..."
You never lived with that ponce because, to me, the only reason you want that money is obviously you're quite bitter about the gas bill. The reason I should win the money is because, yes, I did live with her. Yes, I know everything, even down to her eating habits. I know everything about her crutches knickers, leaving them on the radiator. You know, her dirty...
Well, the moment of truth has finally arrived. It's time for the talking to stop. For £10,000, I'd like to ask our studio audience, please, to tell us which one of these 2 is a liar. Vote now. Okay, I've got the results. I can tell you that Claire got 64%. And Chris here got 36%, which means, of course, that the audience here tonight believe that you, Chris, are telling the truth. Well done to you. But, of course, I can't give it to you now. We don't yet know if this man here was telling the truth and whether the 10 grand is going to end up in his pocket or in the hands of our studio audience tonight. So, finalists, could I ask you please to move back to your positions? Thank you. Now, in this envelope, I have the identity of the truth teller. Oh, bugger me fudger! Now, I'm going to ask each of our contestants to put us out of our misery and reveal who they are. So, how about you, Anna Forsyth, contestant number 4? Are you indeed Anna Forsyth, who lived with Nicole Kidman?
No, I'm not. My name's Maxie Fielding, and I'm a model, and I live in London.
Yay! Well, seeing as you're closest.
Thank you very much. My name's Neil Bott, and I'm a lecturer at Portsmouth University, and I didn't share a house with Bill Clinton.
Okay, where should we go now? Let's go to Harry Blatt.
I am not. My name is Jonathan Raymond. I'm a licensed taxi driver.
Oh. All right, number 2, Claire Burnett.
No, I'm not Claire Burnett. I'm Donna Ladd from Leon-C in Essex, and I'm a model.
Right, mate. I'm going to start with you. Are you Chris Powell, who lived with the biggest ponce on telly?
No, my name's Gareth Morgan, and I'm a lawyer, and I come from Winchester.
And here's £10,000 for you, sir. Well played. Which means, of course, there's only one left. Can you tell us who you are?
I'm indeed Diane Bennett, and I was indeed Arnold's landlady for 5 years or so.
Hey, hey! Fooled you. And just in case you don't believe us, here is some documentary proof. So can you tell us what it was like living with Arnie?
It was always exciting, always fun, and always something happening, believe me. And he knew where he was going to go, and boy, did he do it.
And you still get postcards from him and stuff?
I see him 6 times a year, have parties, and yeah,
fantastic.
A lot, yeah.
Smashing fella.
Wonderful fella, yeah.
And well done to you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd like to thank all of our liars, of course our solitary truth teller. We'll be back next week when we meet 6 minicab drivers who really are just turning into your street. Good night.
As a Rhodes Scholar, you've got to come over and do the whole of the course. Otherwise, they've got to pay the money back.
He wasn't actually working on any at the time, and it was in between Vietnam and Dead Calm.
She's gone up from 32B to 32C.
And Liar's back on BBC 2 later next Monday at 10 o'clock.